jewels, the crimps, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas is trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the grips, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol.
Welcome to another live session of the Blunt Lab. I am Al, joined by my brothers Marcus and Rick. Oh, looks like we lost Rick.
That's crazy.
What a way to start. What a way to start.
There he is. He's back.
He's back. He's back. Welcome back, Rick. Welcome back.
It might be trying to get me.
They knew what we was about to talk about, so they were like, nah, we can't let these niggas go ham yet. We can't let them go ham. Not that there's much to go ham about, but I guess I'll start. Well, you know what? Before we start with the bullshit, I just want to express my condolences and send my prayers out to Lil Jon and his family. And he went missing the same day that Savannah Guthrie's mom went missing. But his body was recently found. So we now know that Lil Jon's son is deceased. But Savannah Guthrie, I am not too sure. I probably should have had that queued up. But he was a young fella. I know he was a DJ. Word I got was he kind of left his house undressed and not in the right mental state. So they haven't really, I mean, again, his body's been found, but they haven't said what happened.
The conspiracy theorists are screaming that's a sacrifice.
Man, you know, you say that, and I was literally thinking that when along the lines of Savannah Guthrie's mom, because that whole situation just seems weird. Like from the time she ended up missing, the what is it? I don't know if it's the detective or the sheriff or whoever it is handling the case. Like he in the beginning he was just weird about the whole thing when asked certain questions, and then it turns out that, you know, there was a freaking ransom note asking for money.
Maybe.
For those that don't know, the mom is on medication that she needs to take every day, or she'll die. So I don't know how that's working out. She was taken from her house. Didn't have her purse, didn't have her meds, didn't have her phone, didn't have anything. They said there was, allegedly, I don't know if they said there was blood, and that they know she was taken against her will. And now we're hearing that there's a ransom letter. The mom's 84 or in her 80s. Yeah, I think she's like 84, 85. And Savannah Guthrie was supposed to be covering the Olympics, but chose to kind of sit this one out to deal with this family stuff.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. And not that certain family members are suspected, but they are talking to a few of them, especially the last few that saw her before she disappeared, I think being the daughter and the son-in-law. So yeah, that whole fucking case just seems effing weird. Just like weird. I mean, unfortunately, Lil Jon's son is dead, and I'm praying the same news doesn't come out about her mom, because that would just be... It's terrible on all accounts for both families involved, essentially. It's just fucked up. Have y'all heard anything about it? Have y'all been following?
More about the Little John stuff than the Guthrie suit, but...
What'd you hear about the Little John stuff? Have you heard? All I heard is that he ran out the house butt naked and was missing.
Yeah, Martin style, and then was gone for a couple of days, and then they found him in the lake. But you know, like again, conspiracy theorist shit. Start cutting to see that might have been had to be a sacrifice. You know, Little John shit. It was time to pay the piper.
Oh, fellas, want to welcome Matt back on for the first time.
Yo,
Matthew.
Lost
see
in
me?
the dark.
No, I can't see.
We can't see you. I was just about to
Stop
accuse you
this.
of working
your
on
computer.
black people time.
I
got
think
that
I'm about to
camera.
go. I think I'm about to go to my phone.
About the
I'm trying to use
doctors.
my mom's laptop, and this shit is being.
The camera's
Sorry,
looks
doctor.
blocked, bro.
Do what you
Yeah,
gotta
there's
do.
nothing.
Is the
Mhm.
camera blocked? I mean,
No. Oh wait. Oh.
Hi,
peekaboo.
Oh shit.
There he is.
Jigaboo.
Oh shit!
Look at that. Good old technology. Well, welcome, Matt. Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah, Lil Jon shit.
Yeah, just that the things around it, like you were saying about Gunther's mom, is that the stuff about it's not adding up. So you know, people are making assumptions and running with those. You know,
Of course. What else can they do? That shit just. That's just sad business, man. That's just sad business.
Yeah.
Sad business. Now, moving on to the bullshit. I'm not going to jump on the wagon and say that it was this man himself who put these photographs out there. But these photographs of Obama and Michelle in monkey bodies, essentially.
well, you know, they're blaming Trumpy for that.
Well, of course they're going to blame Trump, but I mean, you can't say he's the man himself. The nigga can't stop shitting on himself, so I doubt this nigga's like putting out fucking photographs of, you know, I would, if I was going to jump on that wagon, I would blame Vance before I would blame Trump. Because it would be easier for Vance to do some shit like that and blame the nigga that can't stop shitting on himself.
Hey yo.
Well, Vance is going to be the next Republican. He's Israel's fucking push boy right now.
Yeah, he's baby Trump, essentially.
They all
Nah,
want to be, don't they?
He's Trump. He's one of Trump's handlers. He's actually higher in the food chain than Trump.
I mean, he is fucking Erica Kirk. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Getting up in them guts. They talking about Erica Kirk's about to open up another orphanage. So I guess they're looking for more babies to sacrifice.
They need more babies.
Speaking
You
of
already know.
babies, turns out one of the names on this Epstein list is what's his name? But either way, it's the guy who owns the company that comes to every school to take kids' pictures.
Yeah, and Chuck E. Cheese, the owner of Chuck E. Cheese, the CEO of Chuck E. Cheese. There's a bunch of
The Giants owner's on there. Fucking Chris Tucker's on there. DiCaprio's on there. I've been.
But it's not
telling
any
you-
new names that we haven't already had for
No,
years, man.
No, of course not. Of course not.
You know, at the end of the day.
But that monkey shit, I mean, like, boy.
Yeah, did y'all see the video of Vic Mensa going off on him?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
He's sitting
Nah, I
there,
didn't.
he's eating an orange that he just picked from his tree, and he's just going off on Trump.
I have to tell you, man. There was a time where politics literally used to be boring, where when it was on, you would just change the channel. You wanted nothing to do with it. Now,
bro, it's the WWE, man.
yeah. Essentially,
Every
that's what
time
it's
this man speaks, he's cutting a promo against
been. And like I don't know if you guys
his
know this.
peers, his adversaries. Like anytime anything happens, it's a spectacle. Like
The other
it's our
countries,
world, man.
No one cuts
Other
promos like we do. No one else can do it.
you know,
No one's
other
done it like
countries,
this before.
other countries are deeming us unsafe to travel to. Okay, They
I mean,
know
That's kind of
other
I'm sorry,
countries.
that's not funny, but
No. I mean, dude, it is funny. I mean,
no, I've heard that though. I literally heard that today.
It's unsafe to come here because of what's going on.
We might deport you and call you a monkey. Come on.
Like really?
Fair enough.
And they no longer they no longer consider us a first world country.
What?
Oh, man. This is where we're at.
Like
Big countries get travel bans all the times for different reasons, though. It's just a way to talk shit.
fuck, man.
New world order.
Being a black American, you know, you don't want to talk shit about the country you live in. You know, you really don't, because it doesn't really look good on you and your country. But like,
But
what
we're
the
not
fuck
giving.
else?
Yeah, as I say, we're not giving each other good words to say.
Like, I mean, fuck. Because it all jumps right into like the Super Bowl show.
I thought
You
the
know-
Super Bowl halftime show was cool, man. I didn't
I did
understand
too.
not a word he was saying.
Not a word, but
I
here's the
was
thing. I will
I
say
was
this:
vibing.
I did pick up on the symbolism that
All
they
over
were
the place.
trying to
Man,
represent. From you had the Puerto Rican farmers,
Mhm.
you had the little boutiques representing them, and then it went on. You know, those power lines things signify. You know how
That's because
Puerto
they
Rico-
6 years later still don't have electric in a lot of places.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
These are,
and then there was that one old lady who's I forget her face, but she has like a little Puerto Rican joint in New York. I know I'm misspeaking on it, but nonetheless, it's like the only one, and she's like, it's her. You know what I'm saying?
You
She's
saw
a
him-
queen, essentially. You know what I'm saying?
You-
In New York.
you saw him give the Grammy to the little boy?
Yeah,
that was supposed to be
that
his
was my
younger
man.
self.
That was my man. That was my man who got who was detained by ICE.
He was detained by ICE and had all that shit happen to him.
a couple weeks ago. And that was supposed to be his younger self, of course, but that
Yeah.
was the kid who was detained by ICE. Essentially,
It
like,
was
dude,
a
you
show,
know,
man. Like,
You see
for
that
what it's
fake ass
supposed to
shot
be.
he took though? There was nothing in that cup.
you damn right there wasn't. But I respect the fact that he was shouting out all the Latin American countries, especially Haiti, especially since Haiti was the first free Latin American country ever. I mean, most other Latin American countries owe tribute to Haiti for their freedoms. So, you know, him shouting out everybody was great. You know what I'm saying? You know, like you,
There was
Marcus.
unity in his message.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't understand Spanish, but you know, I love music. So there was some music I can get down to. I like how the only person on this stage I didn't like seeing was Cardi B, but you know, you had Jessica Alba, Pedro
That was
Pascal.
cool. That was cool with
Yeah.
Cardi. Ricky Martin. I
Yeah,
was
fuck
like,
with Cardi
that's
B.
dope.
Like,
Ricky
dude,
Martin's a legend.
that symbolizes how Latin Americans or Hispanics, if you will, had to switch to white pop to kind of get in the door in America, in the industry in America, but still have that in their background and be able to represent that. So bringing him on was a big thing. Like, yeah, the whole, you know, it was a good show. I'm not
Yeah,
going to sit
Lady
here and say it
Gaga
was.
too, though.
Yeah. Oh, the Lady Gaga thing.
I thought that was kind of like, what is she doing here? But I wasn't upset about it. I was just like,
I mean, it's
Yeah,
the
it
only
seems like
part of the
Italian
show.
and Jewish, right?
Yeah, you
It's
know, I
like-
mean, it's the only part of the show people understood. She spoke English.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I'm
could have had
pretty sure.
anybody, but that's cool. I mean, I wasn't upset about it. I was just like,
Nah.
I was curious.
You know, it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? It was all right. The Green Day, the Green Day thing, you can tell that they had a chokehold on those motherfuckers. 3 songs. I mean, I knew they were going to wrap it up with American Idiot, but 3 songs, really? And
And then
then
they bleeped out that verse.
yeah. And I kind of feel like they had the football players on stage so that Green Day didn't go off script.
But that's the thing, though. They be on Trump's neck, though. Green Day. Like,
Oh,
But
Green
it's
Day
not
is
just
extremely
Trump.
loud. Extremely
Yeah.
loud.
I mean, no, but just politicians, yeah, they be having their foot on their throats. So,
And I think it's funny.
Too much. Yeah.
I think it's funny they had him open up. And for the folks, I mean, I don't know how true, because you can't really believe everything you see online. When you see certain people saying that, oh, what is this, or we're watching, and blah 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 blah, this is America. Like, what part of Puerto Rico isn't America? Like, are you fucking retarded?
That's what I don't understand about it either.
That's true.
Like when I hear people say like, "Oh, this isn't American," like, okay, like what part of Puerto Rico isn't fucking American? You fucking idiot!
It was a psyop to get us arguing, and it worked.
Yeah,
And
pretty
people
much.
for weeks, to the point that they set up an alternate halftime show at Turning Point with Kid fucking Rock and all this shit. Like,
Which was absolutely terrible. You saw 12 people standing there.
They wanted.
Hey, you know what? I heard Brantley Gilbert was a part of that. Now
It was, yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
I just needed okay, because Brantley Gilbert is the only country concert that I've ever been to in my life. My homegirl brought me to this concert. It's probably the most nervous I've ever been at a concert because there was a fucking ocean of white people wearing American flags. And, the only niggas that were there were few. They were either working there, and you might have had a couple in the crowd. So if something were to go down, we were severely outnumbered. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, man.
Isn't Bad Bunny like one of the highest grossing artists in the world? Like
in the world.
He's the most streamed artist.
What's up, Juju? You know what the NFL is doing.
He sells out shows like Taylor Swift and has for the last 3 or 4 years. Multiple days.
He does stadiums.
When you hear people say he's worldwide, no, Bad Bunny's worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like him or not, this thing is worldwide. The NFL is trying to open up their brand to the world.
International.
And what better way than to have somebody who's known all over the fucking world than Bad Bunny? But who do these motherfuckers want up there? Led Zeppelin. I don't think those niggas are playing anymore.
Well, we always have a very. It's always a high grossing artist.
Yeah,
but Led Zeppelin. This ain't the '70s, man. What the hell?
Well, even Led Zeppelin too. Like, it in the right time period would have been, like the Rolling Stones or something like that. We know Juju. We know you were watching the Kid Rock halftime show. It's Juju at AOL in the South.com.
In the South.
Because Marcus, we're more South than him, but we're in Florida, so it doesn't count. He's in the actual South.
I say fuck Kid Rock. And fuck his mama too. And if his people want to tag him on that, feel free to tag him. That Al from the Blunt Lad said, "Fuck you and your mama."
I wish artists wouldn't get political. If I'm being real, and quite frankly, because it doesn't matter to me. What you're I can enjoy art even if I don't ultimately like you as a person. If we sat down and talked things out, like if I can hear your music or see your art, whether it's movie, painting, whatever, even comedy, you know what I mean? Quite frankly, I'm not don't talk about that because if you want to talk about that, talk about that. If you want to make that about you, be that. But to me, I don't really look at their like belief system and all of that and who they are as a person when I'm appreciating their art. Now, supporting them, putting them out there and things like that, it's a little bit different. I got to agree a little bit further with you and things before I'm going to, outwardly, publicly support your art. That's a little different. But at the end of the day, I wish artists would stay away from that shit.
Yeah, you and I both, because like for me, it's extremely difficult to listen to Kanye West. Like I can't blast his. The nigga has some fire. You know what I'm saying?
Genius.
But I can't. I can't.
That run was different, bro. Start a career. Those first 3, that's a different run.
If he wouldn't have came out, the problem was he was somebody that didn't do good once he had real money, and Jay and them got him into the circle. It didn't work right with his brain. Like,
I think something happened to his anus that fucked his whole mind up, and
that's what does it.
like,
I know. I think you
dude,
tread this weird line a little bit, though, of not wanting to hear them speak their part, because in some situations you should want them to. You should use the platform you've been given to shed
true.
light on things that aren't right.
If it's positive,
Yeah.
like, as far, granted, again, if I feel like, because dude, I have friends who are, because again, we all know me in politics. I can give a fuck about politics. I have friends who are on the right side. I have friends who are on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
One thing both those sides know about me is I can give a fuck about your side.
It's right and wrong, man.
You know what I'm saying?
At some point, it just comes down to right and wrong. Fuck this side, blue, red, whatever.
But
Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, right and wrong.
You know what I mean? But
we used to be able to agree that right and wrong was like, it wasn't
right and
gray.
wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't a gray thing. It was just, this is right, this is wrong. Now it's like,
and look,
what side are you on?
Spew your politics. If spew what you believe in all the time. You know what I mean? People need to get that shit off their chest. I'm willing to hear it out. I'm willing to hear all sides. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to open up any line of communication, no matter what it's about, whether we disagree or agree. Be able to talk about it, put it out there, and amicably be able to walk away from one another, or still be cool. Because I mean, if we all thought the same fucking way,
it would suck here.
Fucking boring would life be?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? How boring. But again, there is that line where, hey, you can have your fucking opinion, but don't be a fucking moron. You know what I mean? Don't be a moron. You should, again, right from wrong, light from day. You know what I'm saying? Just look, don't be a dumbass.
Refuse to live in an echo chamber too. Like, always be open to absorb data, whether it goes with your predetermined thought or narrative that you already have. Always be willing to adjust your opinions and feelings based on new data and age.
And I was telling Marcus, because not to go on religion, like, if religion, like, I don't believe in religion, I'm more spiritual. I believe religion, we won't go into that, but if you believe in religion, if you follow the King James Bible, who's a murderer, a homo, that's fine. If that helps to make you a better person, cool. But don't think because you believe in that bullshit that you're going to get me to believe into that bullshit. Because if you're not willing to dive into the conversation that's about to happen because of the bullshit you believe in, don't open that door. But I mean, again, believe in what you're going to believe in. If it helps to make you a better person, hey, I'm all for it. Do what the fuck you got to do. Just don't push that bullshit on.
Yeah, it creates moral compass.
Yeah. Because with me, with that bullshit, you're just going to get your feelings hurt. Just, be cool. I'll be cool. But once you start with the bullshit, because it gets real easy to get real stupid and retarded when it comes to politics and religion, bro. Real easy. And when you start to have that discussion, it's like, okay, who's the idiot? If somebody on the outside listening in is like, okay, who's the fucking idiot here? Because you both sound stupid.
I will say, man, there was a few songs that he performed last night that I've heard.
Bad Bunny?
I don't know Spanish, so but
you live in Central Florida though, so you're gonna get exposed to a lot of that.
Yeah. I've known before Bad Bunny became worldwide. I've known Bad Bunny because I listen to all sorts of music.
He's definitely a showman. Like it was a show. Like there was a whole,
I don't really like. Okay, so let me be Siskel and Ebert on this with y'all because I enjoyed the performance. I liked that it told a story. I'm always big about if you're gonna watch music shows, there should be a story to it. I wanna be entertained, not just listen to the same shit I could have listened to on my headset, right? That's having said that though, I'm not a huge fan of like his cadence, and I don't think he goes kind of, maybe it's just his style, and that's fine. Again, so this is me just having personal opinion. I don't want it to be took as I didn't enjoy the show, because I enjoyed the show, but I listened to more of his music at one time than I ever have at one time. Also, like, so with that, having said that, he sounded very monotone. Like his
Daddy
cadence,
Yankee used to be my dude.
like that's what I'm saying. Like Daddy Yankee and stuff like that. That shit would get me going. And any of those New York guys, you know, that fucking Latin rap was different, but they were, you know, there was a lot of character in their voice. And although he had a lot of character in the show, it's just like you hear one singer, and yeah, I might like the music, but the voice is fucking not that good. I don't necessarily see that part of his talent. I think his talent is in his ability to perform and his writing and his character. It's not so much the voice, if that makes sense. I've heard much better Latin performers.
But there were a lot of big booties out there. A lot of big booties.
That was my favorite part.
Yes, sir.
That shit was moving.
It was insane. Again, love it.
It was way better. It was way better than the Royal Rumble in fucking Saudi Arabia, because you actually got to see booty cheeks. Booty, butt, cheeks.
That wasn't the issue with the Royal Rumble.
So you busting with Muslims,
beating the Saudi was the problem.
Sound a little racist now.
Now,
I have a question for you guys though.
What
going forward, or even if you had to replace this year, like, who do y'all see being a big enough star that the NFL would have them do the halftime show? Not to replace Bunny, because it's already done.
I like when they do the conglomerate shit, like they did the year with Snoop, Dre, and M and all of that shit. Like when they advertise that they're going to see, like there was other stars there, but could you imagine if they advertised it like that? That, you know what I mean? Like it probably wouldn't have gotten the little bit of like heat that was going on too if they would have said that all of those guys were going to be performing. I like the idea of that, like where they get groups or get a whole genre of people, or, you know, like to use an example, like that's just personal to like our time period. Like you get a whole bunch of like 90s acts, you know, like the ones that we see come on the road all the time, like where it's like LL Cool J, Belle Biv DeVoe, you know what I mean? Like Boys to Men, like all of the shit from one time period where you have a bunch of them, or all the boy bands.
with Bunny doing the show this year, in his shoes, like I love the message he was dishing out. But I would have brought back motherfuckers like Daddy Yankee. There are names that I'm forgetting, and
he did do like a tribute to him.
Capone and Noriega,
but
Mexicano 777.
Yeah. Bring on the Spanish reggaeton artists. You know what I'm saying? Have them come out. You know, do what like Eminem and them did, but we have the Hispanic or Spanish version, if you will, of it, because they have stars. You know what I'm saying? Stars.
Yeah.
So I mean, on top of that, I don't know who else they could. I mean, granted, I don't know who else they could have brought in, but you hear those fucktards who want like, oh, Beyonce, fuck that bitch.
No,
don't nobody.
I'll tell you one that I would love, but I know it'll never happen. I'd love to see Wu-Tang.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
I think that would be insane. But that would never.
I'm gonna say it like this.
that
would be. I think. I don't know that the world's ready for that much blood.
Yeah,
it would.
I was going to use another word, but
yeah. Now they towed that line with the West Coast one, but they had Eminem in there to like lighten it up a little bit.
The whole Kendrick shit. That was, you know, I mean, like I feel like they're doing what they're doing right now with the shows to be controversial. Like they want the controversy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. You know, it's their way to do script writing. It's their WWE. Like, this is the way that they can do that shit. Yo, Al froze perfect when it froze.
Oh, really? I froze?
Okay.
Jenny
from the block.
I mean,
they had her.
They had Jenny and Shakira.
Yeah.
If we're talking big stars, though, I would think Taylor Swift. And that's not something I want to hear. I'm not saying that would be my choice.
No.
But she would.
Like
that would be like a big star that, like, you know,
you don't have to wait for Travis to retire
Chiefs and everything.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I thought Travis would have retired already, but yeah, she would probably have to wait. Who else? Who else is there?
I mean, Drake's another one.
I'd say Drake's a big
If,
star.
if you had like Drake, Lil Wayne,
nigga.
and a couple others from that
like
kind
Nicki
of
Minaj,
yeah,
the whole Young
Nobody
Money
want to see that
crew
hoe.
from back in the day.
CMB shit, like
Like
the
I
whole
do.
I don't want to see
Cash
that.
Money, Young Money.
Don't nobody want to see that hoe. You know what? Bring No Limit. All right.
No Limit. I would
Bring
take
No
P,
Limit out.
but most of them are dead or in jail. So I mean, who's he gonna
That's
bring
true.
with him?
You know what? Is Two Live Crew still around? Is Two Live Crew still? Bring them niggas out.
You know,
They still do shows here all the time. They do the bars and clubs all the
hear
time.
those niggas. I want to hear on those niggas perform "Fuck Martinez." You know what I'm
Rick
saying?
Ross. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Rick Ross.
when you have a Super Bowl in Miami, you could have like Rick Ross, Trick Daddy. Like you get all these
Bowl.
Miami dudes. Yeah, 8 Ball,
DJ
MJG, 305 Boys and shit. Like,
Yeah.
come on, ride that train. Hey,
And
ride
you know
it.
what? Since he's associated with it, Jay-Z at some point, do it.
No.
I
You
think
wanna
he's
impress me?
beneath him.
He's a big
I
enough
think
star.
Hope looks at that shit as being beneath him. If I'm keeping it real,
Maybe. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that would be
This is
backwards
not-
for him.
Oh,
He's
see,
in
that's like
ownership.
That shit would be crunk.
Jay-Z's about to get put out there on them Epstein.
See,
There's
like
gonna be
that.
some
Yeah, I've
videos.
seen that shit.
Yeah, I
You
can
know
see
what?
Beyonce and Blue Ivy, but I don't think Hove. I think Hove to do
Did
the
y'all
Super
just
Bowl.
say Blue Ivy? Have
Get
y'all
down.
seen Blue Ivy dance? You know what? I've never said this, but I'm just gonna say it now. All right. From the time Blue Ivy's been dancing in Beyonce's fucking concert, she looks like those inflatable tube men. All right, just flopping around. That's what the fuck she looks like. Y'all talking about y'all want to see Beyonce? Don't nobody want to see that shit. That'd
Oh,
be,
this-
Beyonce's
that'd
done
be,
it.
Not
that would be
dudes.
the equivalent of bringing Kim Kardashian and her daughter doing that terrible version of Simba.
Bro, every
Doing a halftime
diva and gay man that I know love Beyonce. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't listen to her music, but she is Queen Bee for a fucking reason. They love her.
And
Like,
you
she
know
has
what?
her.
Kelly
audience.
Rowland is prettier and a better artist than that bitch. I said it.
But I mean, Beyonce's done it like twice though.
No,
I don't-
she's
I don't
done. She's
think-
done shows. She's never done the halftime. She's done like shows.
No,
and
she-
shows. She's performed.
she's been a
in
part of-
halftime.
yeah, she's been a
It's
part
never
of
been
two of
her
them.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Don't nobody want to see that shit. We don't need a whole show of her.
Yeah,
Who's
it
in
doesn't
the-
seem necessary at this point.
5 years ago.
Bring back Maya over Beyonce. That's who I want to see. I don't want
Not a big enough star. Not a big enough
Ooh.
star.
This is like
Yeah.
They could
big
bring
enough.
Cassie.
Oh, Alicia. Oh, Cassie.
Cassie and Diddy.
Cassie and Diddy, the reunion show. Blue Ivy and Northwest doing an EP.
You know, Lewis. You know, Lewis.
Oh no!
Fuck their couch
Oh.
is what I say.
Wow.
Fuck their cats. You might
well,
Produced by
produced
God.
by God.
Oh, see, Juju.
And you'd have to let him write.
Listen,
Hey,
it's a difficult
See-
conversation to have, bro. We just gonna
Bro.
talk about hits.
R. Kelly singing the hook.
bro, when you talk about not being able to listen, I Wish is one of my favorite songs ever. When it comes outside of Michael Jackson, I Wish is one of my favorite effing tunes because it reminds me of my, it takes me back to my great grandma. Makes me think of my great grandmama. I can't even listen to that anymore because of how they tainted this dude. And and look, I've seen the tape, so you can't tell me he's being framed when I've seen the tape.
It's the remix to Ignition.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Here's the thing: how are you known as the greatest singer-songwriter of all time, but you can't read or write? Hmm.
It's a Pied
By the
Piper.
way, he is the Pied Piper, man. You saw that episode of Boondocks?
That's what he
Those niggas couldn't take
Piper
shit
R&B.
serious. Not at that fucking trial, bro.
Mm.
Well, that would be a good show, man. That would be a good show, but unfortunately, that show can only be had in jail with Diddy. That's a motherfucker.
Is he going to
well-
get out?
Who, Diddy?
No,
Yeah,
R. Kelly.
You know, I don't know, man, but I mean,
Oh. The way the world works, he probably will at some point.
I mean, are you guys willing to wear a free R. Kelly shirt?
I won't be mad. He ain't pissed on me.
I mean, he's not peeing on me.
Yeah, fair enough. He definitely didn't.
And if they're listen, but again, it goes back to like willing party. All right, so they say they're minor. There's a minor involved. You know, that's having said all of that. Like the minors is a little different than the getting peed on part. Like if you were willing to get peed on, and he talk about it, okay, free Kelly.
Fuck.
But I mean, the Boondocks did make that a point though, where like Riley was saying, like if I see P coming, I get out the way. And, like she's
Right.
like just let him, you know. I'm not saying it's listen.
Here's where him being in a position of power comes into play.
Correct.
He's rich, powerful, and known. These these young
What are the
women
parents
were
doing?
impressionable. They were getting paid on the side, bro. They were probably sniffing the
blame
pink
the parent.
cocaine and taking the R. Kelly.
Everybody's got to get locked up.
All them Nickelodeon kids, those parents were getting paid while those kids were getting butt fucked. Okay,
Right.
the Island Boys were a product. The Island Boys were a product of the Epstein Island. Okay.
Apparently, have you heard the rumor that he's their kids?
Dude, do you look at the face? Look at their faces. Look at their faces and look at Epstein's face. Okay, they have the retard / you know.
They look waspy. Just say they look waspy.
SpongeBob was created for those kids on that island to keep them distracted and soothe them.
I think Chris Brown would be a good
I was about to say I need to see Chris Brown.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Breezy.
dude. Straight up.
Breezy would kill it, man.
I'm down for that one. And for those who are going to bring up the Rihanna thing, hey, look,
That
we
bitch
don't know what
celebrity
happened in
hit.
that car, but allegedly she gave him herpes. Shit got out of hand.
And he was biting her,
15
bro.
years ago, Chris Brown would have been great for the Super Bowl. What the
Dude,
fuck has
this
he
dude
done lately?
Dude,
You're tripping.
this dude is still
No.
selling out, bro.
Yeah. Brown
You're
is
tripping.
Bro,
He's the
yeah.
future king at this point.
He's not
On this song,
touring.
It's a rap.
Yes, he is. He just got in
Yeah.
trouble while he was on tour.
Right.
For
Not,
being-
well, let me
He
rephrase.
beat somebody up again.
Let me rephrase. I'm not saying he's not doing shows, but he's not doing. I know he got arrested again, but I mean, he's not like selling out arenas, and that's who goes to the Super Bowl, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
he's still
no,
there.
he is
still
Man.
selling-
Man, Wednesday night and half of the seating and half of those tickets were given out does not count.
Ooh, Breezy
The radio
and Kel?
station gives out half
Bro.
them fucking tickets.
Bro, hey, I'm going to that concert. If
I would
Kels get out of jail.
Now you know what? You know what would be dope if Breezy was to do it and had Rihanna come out
Right?
as like a special guest. I think
ASAP
that would
Rocky
be
would
a lot of
never let
shit.
that happen.
I don't know.
You
He
didn't
said
make that?
No, yeah.
Look,
I'd say ASAP, but like nobody care. They don't make
ASAP and Rihanna would be good show because even though ASAP is a little more like known underground, you know what I mean? ASAP has actually really good music for large audiences to listen to.
I can't with you, Lewis. Look, Rihanna has been seen at Chris Brown's concerts vibing and dancing to this.
Yeah.
If she felt like a victim, she would not be dancing to this nigga shit. She would not be looking on with admiration. Okay?
Yeah.
A fight happened. Faces were swollen. Again, we don't know what happened in the car, okay? Just people have moved on. I've moved on.
People have done worse.
He would have been the king of pop had it not been for that Rihanna thing.
Yep.
Straight up.
Yeah.
He would have taken over the moniker of King of Pop had it not been for that situation.
I mean, a lot of bitches I see on Instagram commenting under his picture. If all you're gonna do is hit me, I'll still take you.
Right.
You see?
He's so
those
nice all
bitches-
the time.
To those bitches, you know, there are victims out there who don't think that.
It's Matt at
They like-
AOL.com.
They like, I'm getting hit by Randall for free. You mean to tell me I can get hit by Chris
Yeah.
Brown?
It's true though.
I'm
And of
not
course,
laughing.
half the women think they go fix dude.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Shit, for $100 million, I'll fix anybody.
And dude, sadly, not to jump off topic, but I've seen that in real life.
Of course,
And
we all have.
these chicks, like, no matter what you say, or they go back. I've seen
Certain daddy issues, they want that shit.
I've seen a chick get soccer kicked through my front door and go back to that dude. So yeah, man. But Chris Brown would be a good halftime show. I forgive him.
Oh yeah.
I forgive him.
How said I forgive him?
I mean, he didn't hit me.
Yeah.
He didn't piss on me.
I mean, he may have them long, lanky arms, but like, hey, dog, he wouldn't want no part of Young Al. Maybe now
He gonna hit you with one of these and then kick you in the head.
Maybe now Young
Al's picture was
Chris
circulating
Brown,
online yesterday.
I mean, maybe now Chris Brown beats me up, but like, Young Al, like, nah, nigga, I'll swell your lip, nigga. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be dancing no more.
That's too much.
But now, he might Michael Jackson kick me in the mouth. It just wouldn't look good. Yeah. But let's get to the game. I predicted that
Oh, Lewis, man.
I can't even read it, bro.
For those of you that only listen to the show, you're missing out on a good one tonight.
That one more time.
He said piss is good for acne. I always thought it was scrotal nectar. I didn't know it was piss. Well, I guess maybe the acidity and the let's not get into it. But
Wow.
I told y'all Seattle was gonna beat. I told y'all Seattle was gonna beat New England.
I wanna say something about that game. That offensive line did not do well. We understand that. But there were multiple plays that Drake made, I think completely forgot, I'm mobile. I don't have to just stand here and get sacked. There was a play, he hiked the ball. His center got pushed right into him. He just stood there and let it happen. Like, dude, but get out of the way. What are you looking at?
Bro, he was getting surrounded, bro.
He got happy feet. You know what? I saw somebody say that, like, how Sam Darnold saw ghosts? Like,
yeah.
I guess the ghost got transferred to Drake because, dude, third quarter, you could tell he wasn't, I don't know, like, I put a lot of this on him. I know the offensive line didn't play well. The play calling was terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, if you see your offensive lines getting beat, you got to throw people in there to chip, protect, do something.
Drake may at times, well, most of the time, look like an escaped slave being surrounded by white masses.
He looked like he didn't know that he could run.
Listen, all right. I Al, you started this segment out by saying, I told y'all Seattle's going to win. Many of us said that Seattle was going to win. I did say that they were going to smoke them because, again, and I hope Juju's listening very closely because this is the truth of the matter. You didn't see Drake May look like shit last night. You saw Drake May play an actual team for the first fucking time all season. Like, they beat one over 500 team before the playoffs at the end of the day. The end of the season, one win over a plus 500 team. They skated right through the playoffs on some luck shit. Bo Nix doesn't get hurt. New England's not there. Let's be real. And Seattle had the number one defense. There was no way New England was going to do anything.
Sam Darnold was on the run as much as Drake May was.
The first three quarters, Sam didn't look good at all, really. I was sitting there doing Sam and Sam. And honestly, if they don't get those two touchdowns and almost the third one there in the fourth quarter, I give the MVP to the fucking Seattle kicker. He stayed smooth and composed. He was the one scoring all the fucking points. He hit from every spot that he was supposed to hit from. He had like 2 or 3 really good kickoffs. You know what I mean? Like, he was the fucking man.
I told my wife that Walker. Yeah, I told my wife Walker was going to get it quite simply because there was no light in that offense outside of him.
Nothing.
and
Maybe one of those defensive linemen because they were getting all them.
and I mean he
strips.
broke the rushing record in the first half in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And it continued to do so later on when Sam Darnold
With a
couldn't do
knee
shit,
deep.
when that line couldn't protect for nothing. And dude, whoever Gonzalez is in New England,
Oh,
He got
he's
erased.
Yeah.
yo,
Christian Gonzalez is that. He's the guy.
yo.
Yeah.
His value went up.
You know
big time.
who he reminded me of, fellas? The game used to pronounce his name Asamuga. But you know who I'm talking about, Marcus.
Oh, he's
Absolutely.
better. Nomney? Yo, he's better than Nomney. Because he can actually play different coverages.
Darrell
Yeah.
Reeves.
Yeah. JSN didn't really do much. I mean, he didn't really have to because New England's offense.
But his
gave
ankle
them
was
nothing.
fucked up too.
Oh, yeah. I thought he got like
Wilson.
concussed or something at one point.
He did.
Yep. Like Gabe. Now here's what I will say about, for that Super Bowl, for the NFL wanting for this to be a world stage thing, for your casual fan, not guys like us, it's gonna come off boring. Like Gabe was bored by the game.
That was a
That's
boring
where-
game. 100%.
But I love defense.
Yeah.
And even though I wasn't rooting for New England, those plays that Gonzalez made.
But see, Al, that's the thing. You said it earlier. Darnold was getting pressure too. But he
Yeah.
was still making plays at times. Like he was getting
Well, he does
pressure
do that
making his play. And you saw how he was stepping through like, bro, how many times did Milton Williams have him? Like literally
Dude.
had him in his hands, and then Sam Darnold was like, nah, not right now. Throw the ball over here or throw it out of bounds. You know what I mean? Like Drake may just after them first couple series, it was like, oh, these guys are on me. How many throws did he miss because he's throwing it early? They're not even there. And he's like, I get it. He's 23 years old.
I mean, not only was he
Second
flinching,
year.
the offensive line was flinching too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean,
And they're shitting on Will Campbell like, oh, he's so terrible. I'm like, for one, he was a top 4 pick. He's going to be fine. 2, they weren't this terrible all season. Like, I know, Rick, what you're saying, like, they didn't play a good team, but they played good pass rushers. Yeah, he's gotten beat, but he's played the, 4 best defenses back to back to back. Shit, he's a freaking kid, too. Like, the fact that
as
they
is
got
Drake.
here-
As is Drake. Drake is a kid
Yeah.
too. Let's not forget. Let's not forget Drake
It's his
is a
second
kid.
year in the league.
Yeah,
I think people
so-
aren't giving them enough credit.
yeah. Like, you got to give him some grace.
Yeah, there's a future. I think that there's a couple of arguments that got made from the season, right? And the first one I'll make will be to what you were just leading into out there is that it's not that it's boring, right? Because like you said, to those that actually enjoy it, like in the fundamental art of the sport of it is like defense and like that, like, right? But what sells is high scoring games and drama players. And it's why it's believable that they script in winners sometimes. That's why you get the Patrick Mahomes in there on seasons that seem like he shouldn't, or your Tom Brady's and things like that. That's why those things happen. That's why they do what they do during the seasons. But the second part to it is that even though New England proves that when a team is doing terrible, their schedule shouldn't be based on how they did last year. You know what I mean? Because that's the tale of the story here. Like you give a mediocre team, a team on the build, a really easy schedule, and it gets them all the way to a game they should not have been in.
Yeah.
You know,
the Super Bowl
honestly,
was a couple weeks ago. It was the Rams.
Bo Nix doesn't get hurt on that last play. That should have been Denver and Seattle. That was the 2 best teams in all of the NFL this year.
Should have been Seattle, LA. That was the Super
I don't know.
Bowl. That game was so fucking good.
That was a good game. But
Yeah.
only one of those teams gets to go. That's, you know what I mean? So
But yeah.
That's true. The schedule did help them. Like next year, that's the test. They're gonna
That's
have
the
to
test.
The schedule.
and
Make it
teams are
early.
going to know their scheme now. Teams are going to know verbal and Drake May's scheme.
You're running into
No
the
matter-
same problem in college football too, though. You got teams that are playing nobodies all year, and then they're in bowl games that they shouldn't even be in, and they're super high ranked teams, and they're actually not that good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it happens with high drafted players all the time too. There's a lot of quarterbacks I could name off that they came from a program where they win every week and they just blow teams out every single week for 3-4 years, and they come to the NFL and they're playing teams just as good as them. And they don't know, they fucking lose it. They break down. They're no good.
For sure.
That's true.
But yeah, boring game. Well, boring game for some, but for some of us,
A lot of points in the fourth quarter, though.
Yep.
Sam's throwing, the way that they opened up and just started slinging the ball. And his passing accuracy last night in the fourth quarter was brilliant.
Yeah.
And dude,
He was putting this ball right every time, even if they didn't catch it. He was putting it in the right spot every fucking time, dog.
I call Sam Darnold the Ghostbuster.
How about Sam Darnold being in the same class as Lamar, Josh?
Yep.
And
I mean, he made it to the Super Bowl and won before either one of them
Herbert
made it. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot Herbert.
Sam Darnold.
In Minnesota, how do you feel, Minnesota? That's my question. How do you feel?
See, that's the thing. It's not fair because that defense is what did this. I mean, Darnold played good, but that defense really suffocated.
Now,
I don't know if Minnesota has that.
I have a question for y'all before we get into the trades that you guys wanted to discuss. Yeah, it was. Yes, it was, Lewis. What defense do you think is better? The Legion of Boom or the Dark Side?
Legion of Boom.
Better in what regard?
Who's the Dark Side? Is that
That's what they're calling these guys now.
Oh.
Legion of Boom. This is not even a question.
I would probably be. It would be harder to scheme against Legion of Boom, I bet. Right, but these guys are tougher. Like those guys, it's all about beating the secondary with Legion of Boom. Like it's really hard when you got just a rock and stacked linebacker in secondary situation. You know what I mean? That's scary to play. These guys, you could grind them if you just grind.
They had to be tougher this year, though, because back in the day, Legion of Boom didn't have to be tough because you got Russell Wilson, you got fucking Marshawn Lynch. Those guys are really winning you the games through the offense. This year's Seattle team won because of their defense.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, they're a better all-around defense, but I would rather play them than Legion.
For me, I always thought it was Seattle's defense in the running game that won them Super Bowls. I always thought Russell Wilson was just like,
You
a
just
manager.
hate him because you hate him.
Yeah, he was just a manager of the game. All right.
I mean, he did his part.
He did a good part of managing then.
Russell Wilson is very like Jalen Hurts. Like, you know what I mean? They kind of fall in that. And there's others, but that's just a current one. Like, Jalen's got so many wins, and really all he does is he's not in any way spectacular. You know what I mean? Like,
Russell Wilson's got a way better arm than Jalen Hurts does, though. Russell Wilson fling that motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Russ got a rocket.
You put Russell Wilson on this Eagles team, dude.
Oh,
well, yeah, he'll have those couple of good years like Jalen did.
Well, Russell would actually throw the ball to Brown.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Well, Jalen doesn't really go off script, though. I mean, that's clear. He does what he's told. He's a good slave. I mean, he's a good player.
Yes, you were absolutely correct,
Lewis. There,
you were.
And they should have 2 rings.
Oh yeah, God yeah.
Legion of Boom has 2 rings.
They should, because Pete Carroll wants to get cute.
And they should have had that. They should have had that one too. That Russ threw away at the line.
Marshawn Lynch right there. You know what? I get it. If it's 4th down, the game on the line, we're trying to run. Like it ain't go. Like they're just stopping Marshawn. Like 2nd and goal. Like,
and we've talked about this. That was about getting Russ the MVP. They didn't want Marshawn to get the MVP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Legion of Boom all the way.
Yeah.
So, what did you want to discuss with these NBA trades, buddy?
The NBA was like, we gotta get some headlines, man.
I was a little let down.
A whole bunch of nothing fucking happened.
Yeah, it was a bit of a letdown. There was a lot of build up to some stuff that didn't happen. Which that happens.
A lot of trades. I don't think that any of these trades are gonna matter. Like
They're
James
not.
Harden getting traded to Cleveland is like, why? Why did Cleveland give up Darius Garland for James Harden? Knowing when the playoffs come, he's not giving you anything.
He's going to sell. Yeah, he is. He's going to get. He's going to sell tickets and keep them popular and put butts in the seats and sell jerseys. But he's pretty much a guarantee you're going to lose if you get to the finals. So,
but isn't Garland injury prone?
Yes.
But so is James.
Garland.
Y'all gonna stop disrespecting James Harden.
James Harden.
You know who the fuck he's lost to every fucking year in the playoffs? The Golden State Warriors.
But you know what it is about James I don't like? He's not as soon as the going gets tough, he's a bitch. And I just you know what I mean? I lose respect for that.
That's the thing. James Harden he's gonna play good every other game. Like
he's just a diva.
Like that Philly series when they were playing Boston, he dropped 40, then he'd have 6. Then he dropped 38, then he'd have 12. He gonna shoot 100 threes. He's gonna miss at least 70 of them. He's not playing no defense. So just go ahead and just count that. No defense is being played. Darius Garland is younger. Yeah, he's been injury prone this last couple years, but like he wasn't before. And like that's not the issue with Cleveland. It's like, what do you need a playoff choker? Y'all already got those on your team. What do you need another one for? This tells me that they want Donovan Mitchell to leave. That's how I look at it. Like they're ready for Donovan.
No, Donovan ain't gonna leave because LeBron's coming back to Cleveland.
What's that?
That's what
LeBron's 72 years old, bro. Like if you got to depend on him to do this. You got
in basketball years, he's 72.
Like, I just didn't understand it, and it actually made me mad. I'm like, the Clippers got better, in my opinion. Like,
probably did.
Harden's
they lost everybody though. They traded a whole bunch of people.
They gave up
who they got for Zubac was very, very good for them though.
Yeah, they got them 2 firsts.
And they got Ben Mathurin from the Pacers.
Yeah, like that one could be like a top 10 pick because the Pacers are terrible this year. Like that could end up being something good for the Clippers, and they still got Kawhi, who's whatever that means.
Dropped 40 again last night.
How do you feel? How do y'all feel about the alleged rapist going to Golden State?
Oh, that's right. He was an alleged rapist. I was just glad that Golden State or Miami didn't give up the whole fucking deck for Giannis. I didn't want that to happen.
Porzingis?
Yeah, Porzingis, Kristaps.
Oh, that is right. I forgot.
Why do you think New York got rid of him? That's why New York got rid of his ass.
Because of the Knicks. That's what the Knicks did. They just
but now he's in California. California, they're kind of loose about stuff like that.
Did y'all see what Giannis did? Everybody was making bets on this Kalshi app.
Yeah, you can bet on anything on there.
It racked up like 52 million.
And stop.
He didn't trade, and then he signed a deal with Kashi.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean signed a deal? I didn't hear about this. What happened? Explain. Partners? Oh, because they made so much money off of that bet, not going about him not getting traded. Yeah, no shit.
I mean, the Warriors not trading for him makes sense though, because him and Steph, that's not enough to do anything.
He probably told him, dude,
they have to give.
That's just it. No, I mean, like if you looked at the offered up trade packages, it was ridiculously stupid. It was a couple of players and then like fucking 5 picks and some swaps and just it was ridiculous. Both Miami, Golden State, and was it the Knicks? Somebody else was in there on the offer table. The Knicks was pretty big. Like when I was looking at those, I'm like, this looks like some shit you see on a fake group site. You know what I mean? Where they make up mock trades. That shit was legit. But yeah, to see Steph and Giannis play together with a good bench, absolutely all day, but not worth that.
Nah, not for what they'd have to give up. Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing of it, like him not getting traded.
Well, there it is, right on time, 8:00. Yeah, Marcus sets that alarm. He's like, yeah, I got to get rid of these niggas.
This, that Anthony Davis trade is going to be kind of crazy to see unfold.
That is a takeaway from all of this. With AD now officially being gone from Dallas, that probably makes it. I mean, where do you rank that in top bonehead moves by an organization? Take any little behind the scenes shit we weren't told about it out of the picture. Just base it on its face value. That has got to arguably be one of the worst absolute fucking trades in the history of being alive.
You got to look at all of what they got. They got like 10 first-round picks and like 6, 7, 8 solid guys.
You're talking about now out of this part of the trade.
Out of the whole thing.
You're talking about the whole
out of everything. Yeah. What Luka being traded turned into.
They got Cooper Flag. That's the only thing that
that part. You know what I mean? So like, not saying there wasn't some silver linings to it, but just on face value, that was a fucking stupid fucking.
And we like to see him and Trae Young in Washington though.
Oh yeah. AD's a perfect player for Trae Young. Mm-hmm. Like that's literally the perfect big man for him.
And didn't he ask to go to Washington?
Alex Carr. Oh, I didn't see anything about him wanting to go anywhere.
I think Trae. No, I'm talking about Trae. Didn't Trae ask?
Trae wanted to go there. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like we never even got to see AD, Cooper Flag, and Kyrie. Like he only played like one game with Kyrie or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he only play 25 games total?
Yeah, like it feels like that trade was like 3 years ago. Like that was like last season.
It was almost a year ago to the day.
They said Luka has scored as many points in the first quarter as AD has scored as a Maverick. Like, where do these numbers come from? What the hell? But like I said, at least they got Cooper Flag. Like Cooper Flag is a real deal. Like,
he's a beast, dog. He's a beast. He's I'm starting to like watching him play. Y'all gonna laugh, but he reminds me of Braun when Braun was that age. He's very Braun-like when Braun was that age, not what he progressed to as a player.
I think Steph Curry will be done this year. After this year,
I don't think Steph's leaving Golden State.
No, I don't think he's gonna leave. I think he'll play. Yeah, he'll play a couple more.
But yeah, he's not done.
They gotta do something, man. Like,
and I know the Magic did something just to free up some money, but didn't really make any major moves. But
they got rid of Tyus Jones for some capital.
Yeah.
That was it.
I keep seeing these rumors about like Paolo being available.
He's not happy.
Like I don't. Outside of getting if you're not getting another like blue chip player like him, like what would be the purpose? What was the Desmond Bain trade for? And you gave up.
Well, Bain is nice. Like
he is good.
I think it probably has more to do with coaching. I think it has more to do with the coaching staff. Paulo's issue. Not necessarily even the weapons, but I love Wagner's, but that's not quite what he's really going to need to make a championship run. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like they've been hovering 5, 6, 7 seed the last month, right? Pretty much. I haven't looked at it in the last couple of days, and it can change pretty quick. But they were like sitting at 6 or 7 last time I looked at that, and they have a chance to go into the playoffs. So why they didn't make a move to maybe get somebody else, I don't know. Black looks good too.
From what I've been watching and following, they replacing Mosley now wouldn't help.
Not now in the season and right now.
Yeah.
At the end of the year, probably.
Yeah, but in the offseason.
And considering how a lot of these major teams like Boston, Indiana, and I forget who else, a lot of them are suffering injuries. You know, the Magic were supposed to be up top, and the Magic have been losing games that they're not supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The last month, they've been falling a lot.
Yeah. The thing with Paolo, I feel like his shot selection and his playmaking, like those are the two things that I feel like he needs to focus on. It's not that he takes bad shots. But
his nickname is PB and no J for a reason.
That's true. That is true. Some of the shots that he puts up, it's like, bro, I know you're nice. Like, I know you've been that guy since you were 10 years old, but you don't have to take every shot that you see.
Put the fries in the bag, buddy.
I don't think Trae Young. I hope not. Yeah, I don't think Trae Young would have been a good addition to the Magic at this point. You guys would know better. I'm just asking. I don't watch ball like that to know.
I mean, he would definitely benefit. Like, it would be a benefit to them, but they don't really have the infrastructure that he would need.
I think he would take too much away from Paolo.
Yeah,
Paolo's good with the ball in his hands. Trae Young's the same way.
Now, if you got Trae and if you were to trade Paolo, keep Franz, but get Trae and get, like, I wouldn't say AD, but like a player like that, like a rim protector. Like, I think Trae would fit. Maybe, Matt said, like, Paolo's probably not that guy that would fit him. But I don't know what it is the Magic need, because you got shooting. Like,
they need a real point guard.
Point guard.
Because really
Anthony Black is good, but he's not a point guard.
Oh no, he would be good in the rotation, but we need somebody, a floor general. We really need somebody that could take that part of it off of Paulo, and Paulo could focus on just playing ball.
Get to your spot.
Yeah, not running, trying to run point.
Like a younger Chris Paul.
Yes. Yes.
Like a CP3, like 10 years ago. Hell, 7 years ago.
He's another one that is just like dooms. He will doom your team. Like, you cannot have Chris Paul. As great of a player as he is, having him on your team is like a bad omen, man. He fucks shit up. It's probably because he's the president. He's been the president for so many years for the player union that the league don't let his ass win because he's fucking caused them so much shit.
I want to close it out. I've been seeing highlights of Dylan Brooks, and it just makes me want
to. Hey, that man is hooping. That man is fucking hooping.
They called that man.
He's playing some of the better ball of his career
this year. They said he got snubbed from the All-Star team this year, bro.
Yeah, who'd want his punk ass on the All-Star team? Fuck that bitch.
Hey, he'd be on the world team. He's from Canada.
I mean,
that's right. He's Canadian.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually excited about this format because I know they're
going to beat our ass.
We can watch the world just beat the fuck out of you.
They're going to beat our ass.
No, but maybe this is what we need to be like, hey, we might need to start getting back into the fundamentals because look at the world. Remember in Barcelona what we did? I thought 2000 would have been the test or like the wake-up call. Like, hey, the world has caught up. Everybody's as good as us now. Clearly,
yeah, but they're not.
Some places are better.
Yeah, collectively, it takes all of the rest of no other thing. There's not. I mean, wouldn't you get over there to some of them white boys in the fucking Eastern Europe? It's starting to get a little thicker, but for the most part, there isn't a single country that can collectively beat us.
I say Spain and France. I think Spain and France are the two that like. Spain got the size, and then you see Wemby out there with France. It's like. This dude's a fucking alien.
He is.
Wemby's a freak of nature.
If Wemby's healthy, he might be the greatest.
That's the next goat. That's the next goat.
He might be it.
He needs some jewelry. Get him some jewelry.
Oh my god,
that's the goat,
bro. He's blocking people from like he's jumping from the foul line, blocking threes.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Those multiple those plays where he has multiple blocks in the same play are insane. Like there's got to be a stat line on that I just haven't seen yet. But he's got to lead the league all the time, and how you would word it. But sequences, most blocks in a sequence type shit.
Yeah. He be catching like 2-3 blocks on a possession. Like, come on, bro.
It's insane.
Wemby does that to me. I'm turning into Patrick Beverly, and I'm fucking him.
Balls out too. He's not just some big tall dude standing at the rim blocking people either. Like he balls out. He shoots. He fucking moves pretty. I mean, like he's still a little linky looking, but he moves.
Got handle.
The way he handles the ball in front of people—that's insulting for a tall man to do this.
Yes,
that's an insult. For me,
yes, he dribbles at our shoulder height. Like you should be able to grab the ball.
You should be able to headbutt that shit out of his hand.
Right.
With the Giannis trade stuff, I thought that San Antonio had like them and Oklahoma have. I feel like the best packages, but not gutting your team to do it. Like
Oklahoma was the only one to make it happen. No other team.
Like Rick, like you said, like Miami, Golden State, they would have had to gut their team. San Antonio's got picks. You know, they got all these young guys like Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, you know, rookie of the year. Oklahoma's got 70 picks in the next like 5 years or some bullshit. And like they've got
San Antonio's has got the best front office for the last 30 years. Yes.
Man.
Yeah, they do.
Consistently just been amazing.
And I guess the offense will be better over the summer, though, for Giannis. I can't see him playing in Milwaukee after this year.
Hey, shout out
Wouldn't
to
make any
Pistons,
sense. Hey,
he probably got $40 million from Kashi just to stay in Milwaukee for the rest of the season. Like you said.
I want to close it out, not forgetting Miss Lindsey Vonn.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I haven't been watching all the Olympics, but because I knew her ACL was fucked up and she still wanted to do this, I wanted to watch her run to see if she can make it through. Because I was watching her workout videos, and it looked like, it looked like she could, she could possibly, like, dude, when she came around that bend,
Yeah, I mean, that's it looks very painful.
Fellas, one more thing before we go, if it's okay with y'all.
At this point, it's going to be jewelry.
Yeah.
Don't ever be gone for a full season or more, and in the first 10 years and get 2 rings.
Well, at his height, there's no telling if he can last that long too, though.
100% agreed. That's why we can authentically bring this topic to a point of staying healthy. It's easy to say if anybody, all they got to do is stay healthy. But Wemby, he's going to.
But to answer your question, Lewis, he needs 5 rings in a row.
What?
I'd say 4.
That's never going to happen again.
Or
it's never going to happen again.
A 3-peat and he's on Rushmore. He bargains for Rushmore.
Like if he plays like 14 seasons and gets 4 rings.
Oh, he'll never play 14 seasons.
Puts up.
He'll be lucky
if he has more wins and losses than LeBron's.
He's in the right organization as far as longevity, though, because the Spurs started this load management shit. So, if anything, they'll be able to protect him.
That would be a good thing. Hey, I want to thank Lewis and Juju for participating and chiming in. We deeply appreciate it. It's always entertaining. Always entertaining.
Yes, always.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share.
And rest in peace, Brad Arnold.
You know it. And tune in next week for more shenanigans. I'm Al, joined by my brothers Marcus, Matt, and Rick. See you next time. Peace.
Niggas is trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the crips, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas is trying to stop the dough. To get focused, nigga, we about to blow. The money, the jewels, the cribs, the cars, the clothes, the bitches, the guns, the knives, the aerosol. Smashing the niggas is trying to stop the dough.